Welcome to Inside the Vandals, a weekly show covering men's and women's basketball. Inside the Vandals is brought to you by the School of Journalism and Mass Media.
Welcome to Inside the Vandals, covering the Vandals for Big Sky Media Day. I'm Zach Kellogg.
And I'm Chris Dermer.
Idaho basketball officially kicking off their opening practice of the year. Chris, looking to try and start their 2019 campaigns.
Yeah, Zach, I had an opportunity to talk to one of the most accomplished coaches here in Idaho Athletics, John Newley. What do you attribute to having so much success year after year?
Well, one, I think I have a great staff that works for me. Krista Sanford's been with me as a player or coach for 19 years now, and you know, it's nice to have that right hand that does so many things for us in our program. I think my assistant coaches are great. Drew, and we got a new one in Jordan, are here to work hard. Jerry, who was here, now the head coach of South Dakota School of Mines, did a great job for me for 4 years. So I've had a long line of great assistant coaches, which also always make me look better.
How excited are you guys just to get back on the court and just play actual games now?
Yeah, I think I know our team's ready. I'm not ready because I know we got a lot more stuff to put in. But October's hard. It's a hard month. It's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel. But you know, it'll close quickly, and all of a sudden we'll be in Stillwater taking on Oklahoma State. So we're gonna have to be ready for that, and we'll just have to keep focused every day, and you know, just keep working hard.
Due to some success had to do with Michaela Ferenz and Taylor Pierce these past few seasons. With their departure now, what's the atmosphere kind of been like? How's it been different?
Well, it was weird for me to start the first practice and not have Mike and Taylor there. You know, they're such a big part of what we did for 4 years, you know, not just the last couple. People forget that they were a big part of that first championship and when we won that and went to the NCAA tournament, they went as freshmen. They were always striving to get back to that NCAA tournament. So they put in such great work over the 4 years, and then getting out there that first day, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of shots going in either, and I was like, where's Mike and Taylor? You know, I'm used to watching those balls go in, and you know, we'll miss them for sure. They've rewrote the record books here and NCAA records. But you know, now it's time for other people to step up, and it's their time, and I expect them to really understand that and get after it.
Despite the loss, there's a lot of returning talent, a lot of experience. After having like a very successful run last year, what do you really take away and hope to build with this group?
Well, I think you know, they have to understand the hard work it took to win the Big Sky regular season title last year. That's a hard grind, and there's a lot of games and a lot of great teams in our league, and to do that I thought was a great accomplishment. To get to that Sweet 16 in the WNIT was fantastic for us. You know, after stumbling in the semifinals of the conference tournament, so to be able to make that run deep into the postseason was awesome. And I think our returners have taken that and really come back more focused than ever on being able to get back to the NCAA tournament. I think you know, Gina and Allie and Izzy and the Clinker sisters are really focusing on that.
So some newcomers coming in. Has there been any one of them that really caught your eye early on that you're really impressed with?
I just like the whole class. You know, I think you know, we got post players, we got stretch 4s and 3s, and you know, guards that can shoot it. You know, again, I like the overall diversity of our freshman class. I think they're really going to come in and do some great things for us.
What do you think that you need in particular to finally get over that hump and return to the NCAA tournament?
Well, it hasn't been that long. So I think, you know, we're just going to have to stay focused. I mean, we were a game away really last year from doing that. And anytime you can put yourself in that kind of position where you're either playing in the championship game like we did the year before, and then getting as far as we did again, you know, we're putting ourselves in that position, and sometimes the ball just doesn't fall for you. And sometimes you don't get the bounces, and other times you do. And, you know, we just want to put ourselves in that position like we are year after year, up there playing for that title, and hope things go our way.
And Chris, John Newley, really excited to see that he's ready to go for the 2019 season after losing Michaela Ferenz and Taylor Pierce, but still having that leadership void. He's looking for someone to step up in.
Definitely, Zach. One of the players looking to really take that leadership step is Lizzy Clinker.
Yeah, last year we had a successful year, and we're taking away the feeling of being in that WNIT tournament, but also the pain of not reaching our ultimate goal, getting to the dance. And so we're bringing back the hard work that we did last year, and we know that we need to continue that and work harder this year.
Yeah. Is there anything particular that you've been working on in the off season to improve your game?
Yeah, I've been working on my outside shot and my overall confidence. It comes easy to do the hard work, but then sometimes to put the ball in the basket is mentally challenging sometimes. But also just being that leader that Mike and Tay were. I've been working on that this year.
Is there anything really that you learned from Michaela and Taylor, from their leadership styles that you're trying to implement this season?
Yeah, they weren't afraid to make the right call. Like sometimes you might not always be loved by the team. You might need to encourage, not always in the most positive way. You need to give a little kick in the pants, and they were always there to encourage us and push us hard. And so that's what I've been trying to do this year.
What's the adjustment been like now, losing two of really one of the highly touted players that we've had here at Idaho?
Yeah, it's been an adjustment to not have them at practice, not having every shot fall, you know. I think this year we all just need to know that we need to step up and our shots all matter this year. And I think that's the biggest thing, knowing that we don't have those coming back. We have to all instill in ourselves that we all need to make a group effort to make up for those points that we're not having.
Has Coach really talked to you about being possibly now one of the top options on this team, and what's that now like?
Yeah, last year at the end of the season, he's like, the next year you got to step up and be ready for it. So this year I've already started like focusing on every shot matters. You have to kind of like mentally prepare yourself and practice for the game-like situations. It might not mean anything, it might just be a drill, but you have to kind of like hype yourself up a little bit and be like, this could be the last second shot in the conference tournament. So you have to mentally prepare now for season.
Despite the loss, of Michaela and Taylor, it's still really an experienced team you guys have. What do you really hope to build this season? What do you guys think you're really capable of?
Yeah, I think last year the tournament and the experience during season of the freshman, sophomore, and junior classes was huge. I think we're going to really roll that in, and I am really confident that our team is not going to have those shock moments that we had, maybe a few of them last year with their younger players. So I think that's really going to help us build and start the success train early and roll it into the conference tournament.
Awesome. The past few years been really, really highly competitive in the Big Sky. And then once March comes around, it's just kind of falling short. What do you guys need to finally get over that hump to get to the dance?
Yeah, I think we need to have everyone contribute this year, all season. And I think that will be huge. Everyone know that their shot matters. Everyone know that every single play matters. Working hard through everything, the tough plays, the hustle plays. I think that will carry us over into March, and then for that 3 days in Boise, well actually it's longer than 3 days, it's 5 days or so in Boise, we need to know that every game matters, every play matters, and I think we're starting that now with coaches making every play matter. If we have a mental error, we restart, or we run an up back and then we start again. So starting now, every little thing matters.
Oklahoma State, one of the big games to start the season. You've always been one of the big defensive leaders on this team. How have you really been preaching that in practice, and is this something the coach has really been forcing on you guys? Yeah,
defense has been a huge focus point this year so far. We are kind of putting in something new, and it's new to me even. My 23 years of living, I've never played this kind of a defense, and so we're really excited. Just the little things of like hands up and sprint steps has been a huge focus, so every possession I'll yell like hands up, sprint step, and I think defense will be a huge part in our game this year, keeping people low scores because we don't have our huge scores, so we got to keep the scores down. And I don't know, just being overly positive and demanding a little bit more from every player is what my role is so far.
A few newcomers on the team. How's that been looking like, and is there anyone that's really caught your eye?
Yeah, we have some great incoming freshmen. And also Shalise is the transfer. So far, Beyonce, she's been huge. She's done great things so far in practice, is not afraid to take the ball to the basket, is not afraid to shoot the ball. She's more of the four player. We have Katie, who's from Australia. She looks as a really good point guard. I don't know if she played point guard elsewhere, but she's doing really good. And then Champ, she's from California, and she's a great outside shooter. So we have an all-around great incoming freshman class, and then also our sophomores really stepped up over the summer, and they need to keep bringing it every day and keep getting better. So yeah.
Awesome. Going into your senior year now, you've experienced a lot at your time here as a Vandal. What is one thing that you really just want to focus on this year and not really forget about, kind of thing?
My main goal for myself this year is to embrace every moment, and so it's already a challenge, like every moment, as in every play. Sometimes I let like a little mistake kind of roll over in my head. So just embrace everything, every game, every time I get yelled at, just every little thing, because time really flies by. This is my 5th year as playing college basketball, and it's crazy to think about the amazing moments that I've kind of forgot, but I need to make sure every moment counts. There's not a moment to be wasted.
Despite the loss of the Splash Sisters, Zach, it looks like this team is not going to miss a beat.
And with a new era coming for women's basketball, nice to see that they're already on the same page, getting ready for the 2019 season. And when we come back, I had the chance to sit down with Idaho's new head coach for men's basketball, Zach Claus. Now joined by head coach Zach Claus. Thanks for taking time with us.
Thank you for having me.
First off, how's it feel to have practice underway now as the head coach of Idaho basketball?
Well, each and every day, the best part of my work day is getting to go on the floor, put my shorts on, and enjoy a couple hours with the guys. And they've been terrific in terms of work ethic, in terms of their concentration, and we're building each and every day, and it's been really good so far.
So out of the new guys that have come to the program, still really early in the practice schedule, who's someone that's been standing out, some guys who have been really impressing you so far with just what they've been able to bring to the program?
In terms of our new guys, I would start with Keishad Dixon. One of our incoming point guards has been really good in terms of putting the ball in his hands. He's a really good decision maker. He has a really good maturity about him, and he can do multiple things defensively, whether he's on or off the ball. He does a really nice job that way. Quentin Forrest has brought a level of toughness and rebounding and physicality to the team that's been a welcome addition. Babacar has done a really nice job running the floor, defending, being active, and then Jabari Christmas has been really good in terms of his energy. When Jabari's in the gym, and he's a guy that can score in multiple ways. He wants to make an impact defensively. We're trying to get him to play within the way we want to do things, but he's a guy that continually brings a great energy to the practice floor on a daily basis.
So energy, just like you brought up, something that Jabari is really bringing. How important is that to your guys' offensive and defensive games? Is always keeping that energy when they step on the court, when they come out and clock out for a sub? How important is that every guy plays at 110%?
We talk about not only within yourself bringing it on a daily basis, but also collectively keeping your teammates accountable. And so in terms of the energy, you're right. It's something that needs to be, it's a necessary thing on a daily basis, and the guys have done a really good job of that so far.
And so from last season, I talked to Trayvon on this as well, coming into this season, what's something you're going to try and really preach to this team to make sure you guys get better results than you did last year with another new look team coming in?
It's their approach every day, knowing that every day we don't take it for granted, that it's putting the time in, having the concentration level, giving the effort. Again, I get back to holding your teammates accountable, and if we can do that, we're going to make progress each and every day.
And so with ICCU Arena now being built, things starting to go up on that, how important is that to the program, to having that being built for you guys to play in that for years to come?
Well, it's wonderful to see them starting on the process. It's been a long time coming, obviously dating back well before any of us coaches ever arrived. It's something that's been talked about and wanted, and moving forward, just off of the video and just, the pictures, it looks beautiful. And to know that how unique of a facility it's going to be to alleviate practice times for multiple teams and allow us to, be able to be flexible with our practice times, to allow guys to have more freedom as far as when they can go do some extra shooting. With the additional events that can come to campus, it's a win for not only the university but the community as a whole as well.
And so with the Big Sky tournament now being held in Boise, you guys playing there last year, how was it to be a little bit closer to home and have the alumni support down there in Boise backing you guys during postseason play?
I thought it was a terrific decision to play the tournament there, and I know selfishly for us, for it to be in the same state makes a whole lot of sense, and especially with so many alums and boosters that live in that area. But I would say across the board for so many schools, it makes the tournament so much more accessible, makes it drivable for so many more fans and hopefully parents of athletes for both men's and women's basketball players, and it just creates more of that March Madness feeling in the arena for the event, which is terrific for any of the teams that are there.
Zach Claus, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Zach, a lot of tight chemistry and camaraderie early on for this basketball team. especially with a lot of new faces.
Yeah, a lot of high energy needing to come from all these new look players. But one voice of senior leadership that looked to guide this team to an even better record this year, guard Trayvon Allen. Now joined by Trayvon Allen. Trayvon, start of the season, first practice underway. How's it feel to finally be back?
For sure good. With it being my senior season, with it being just basketball season in general, it's really exciting. I know a lot of the guys are excited. We've been talking about getting ready to try to get to the games, but it's a slow process, working through practices and stuff first. But like I said, really excited overall as a team and with the coaching staff too. So. And
we've talked a little bit. The team, you guys have really been bonding off the court so far with so many new guys to the program. Is that starting to transition and start to come through on the court now? And then you guys have live stuff going underway on practice.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's been a big thing. That chemistry off the court is huge. I noticed with all the new guys, we've still been having a lot of chemistry building. It don't even feel like they're new guys, and like I said, it's still early in the season, and so you can see it on the court. People knowing what people like, where they want the ball, how they want the ball, and stuff like that, and that just helps us in general on the court as well. Makes us a better team overall. So yeah, chemistry's been a huge thing for us, and it's already, I guess, increased a lot faster than I think I anticipated, and us as a team, and so that's something we really like.
So who's someone that's been stepping up? A lot of these guys have been playing ball for a while, so who's one guy that's been stepping up so far in practice, someone that's really impressed you?
For sure, Jack Wilson, big guy. He's spends a lot of time in the gym, has been doing a great job. Markel Frazier with the hip surgeries, him coming back, he'll be, playing with him just a couple games last year was nice to have, and then with him probably being here whole season this year will be great to have. Jabari Christmas as well. A lot of time in the gym, real athletic guy, brings a lot of energy. And I can talk about every one of the guys and basically give them a rundown, but those guys for sure I think will be key pieces going into the season.
So last season, not going the way you guys were expecting, a new look team that year. You guys have another new look team. What's one of the takeaways you guys are going to try and bring over to this season and try and make sure that these guys know so you guys don't have some of those same results?
I think the biggest thing was not to become used to losing, I guess is what you'd say. That's something that I think kind of hit us last year for sure. We hit a point in the team you'd see either in the game or whether it be in the locker room, we'd start to get that trend of that losing style. That's something we were wiping away. Fresh season, fresh start. No matter where they predict us at or what people predict us at, we're going to go in and play as hard as we can. And I think that'll be huge for us in order to get wins and have a successful season.
And Coach Claus, what's one thing he's really been preaching for you guys this season, both offensively and defensively in practice?
Offensively, Coach Claus wants us to get it and go. Nothing has really been held up. It's if we can score on the first drive down in a fast break situation, we're looking to do that. And defensively, it's just playing hard, playing as hard as you can. Expending more effort on the defensive end rather than offensively, and then because defense will lead to easy offense, and so that's something he's really been telling us, especially getting the new guys to format to the rules and stuff like that. That's been his key things right now, but I think overall we're doing pretty good.
And so it's still very early, but what do you guys kind of expect? What's your expectation so far for this year for you guys when it comes to March and when it comes to February towards the end of the season? Where do you guys want to be standing?
Definitely playing our best basketball by that time. Coach Claus been saying that mid-March, early March, we want to play our best basketball. I think we believe we're able to get wins, and that's something that it'll take it game by game though. Big Sky's a league where you top team, bottom team, no matter where you're at, it's going to be a good game. You have to find ways to win, and so I think, like I said, playing our best basketball by that time is especially what we want to do, and then just continue to, like I said, enjoy it. And with that, I think guys will be able to play the best we can. So.
And with the Big Sky tournament in Boise last year, going to be there again this year. How did it feel to be down still in Idaho with some alumni support down there and in Boise and playing in front of those fans?
Yeah, I like that setup a lot. Being down in Boise was crucial for us. I think it'll be important again this year too. Having that many fans in the area is huge, and so it was a fun place to play in. It was bad we only got to play one game in there, so hopefully this year we can carry a couple more and play 3 games in there, and so that's what I'm excited to do. And but I really like that arena and that setup. So.
All right, Trayvon, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And Chris, should be an exciting season for men's and women's basketball as they look to kick off the 2019 seasons here soon. That's all the time we have for you here today. Thank you for joining us on Inside the Vandals, Big Sky Edition. I'm Zach Kellogg.
And I'm Chris Dermer.